love films where the title of the film all of a sudden makes sense at the end. No character was absolutely good or absolutely bad. I had a lot to empathize with. Pain, sadness, joy flows right through the entire film. And I think that if we have more things like this in faith-based entertainment, you'll see a lot more people wanting to see these films. For me, standout was definitely... Hi, I'm Elizabeth and welcome to my channel where I review books, movies, television shows, web series, plays, anything that I love and want to share with you. Okay guys, so today we have a fantastic film to review and it's called Breath of Life, directed by Bibi Shashori, and the studio behind it is Amazon MGM Studios and Nemshia Films, or Nemshia Films, one of those two pronunciations. So let's get into it. Narrated by Elijah, the story follows Timmy, a young man who becomes the first African clergyman in the Church of England. After marrying and having a daughter, he returns to Nigeria, leading a fulfilling life as a preacher until tragedy strikes. His family falls victim to a local thug, leading to a series of tragic events that turn Timmy into a recluse. Years later, Elijah becomes his house manager, changes Timmy's life, and helps him rediscover his faith and purpose. Okay, so this is one of those films that are Nigerian Nollywood films, but very, very high quality. And of course, if I'm reviewing it, that means that I recommend that you go ahead and watch. Although I want to put a little bit of a warning out there for those with children. Please, there are a couple of scenes that are a little bit more gory, more scary, and maybe a little bit more sensual than you're used to in a traditional Christian film. So you might want to screen the film first before letting your kids watch it. All right, let's get into it. I'll start off with the things that I really liked. So the first thing that I really liked is the story. The story is so captivating, guys. And of course, it's like every story has already been told, but the way in which the story was told, it was just, they added their own spin onto it. They added some complexity to it. No character was absolutely good or absolutely bad fully. No character was actually absolutely anything. Everybody was human. It felt like real life, which was just beautiful to see on screen. And I think that if we have more things like this in faith-based entertainment, you'll see a lot more people wanting to see these films. Just explored life and explored a relationship with God in life. You know what I mean? So yes, you might have been waiting for, that prayer warrior, that champion for the Lord to come out in this film. You won't see that in this film, but you will see a lot of vulnerability, a lot of authentic responses to life's troubles, life's woes, life's successes. You'll have a little bit of humor every once in a while. It was really nice to see and very refreshing. The chemistry between Chimezie and Genoviva was so beautiful. You could feel it through the screen. The casting director needs to take a bow for that casting choice, not just for Timmy, which was played fantastically by Wale Ojo. He did a fantastic job. Young Timmy as well. Young Timmy was also very captivating, incredibly captivating. So congratulations to him as well. But also did such a great job casting Genoviva. Such a gorgeous actress. She's not just beautiful, but she also pulls off every role that she plays. Just amazing. The people that they fell from heaven, that as acting is their own role in life. That's her own. She's just a fantastic actress. When actors can just fill that role like a glove, oh gosh, just amazing. So she was very standout to me. And Chimezie, of course, did a fantastic job playing Elijah. But for me, standout was definitely Genoviva. Whoa, girl, you rocked it. You rocked it. And I think one thing that I'll say about this film as well is I loved the way that they came about the conclusion of the film. I don't want to give too much away, but guys, you have to watch it. It's such a beautiful, when they talk about artwork, this is artwork. This is what you call creativity, the way that they put everything from the beginning to the end. And I love films where the title of the film all of a sudden makes sense at the end, and I will say this, the last line of that film spoke volumes, I believe, of what a really good faith-based film, Christian film, can be when you take it out of a religious context. Listening to that last line, I was like, oh my gosh, this director has got it. And let me say something about the feel of the film as well. The authenticity that you feel from the writer and from the director is palpable. They weren't just trying to push some idea for you. They were almost walking through a story with you and just saying, you know what, hey, this is the conclusion that I have for you, but there's also that sense of, hey, you know what, watch the film, go through the adventure, go through the story. What did you get from this film? Do you know what I'm trying to say? As opposed to a lot of Christian films that seem very like Sunday school, you know, children's Sunday school kind of lessons where it's like, this is the story, this is the lesson. You can't get anything else from here. You know what I mean? There's so many poignant scenes for this film as well, where you just felt like, oh my gosh, like why are these characters going through so much pain? Like why? Why is it so bad for them? Like I said, you feel so much empathy for these characters. They're human beings. That's the thing. They're human beings. They're not like these caricatures that we usually see sometimes. They are real people having real experiences, experiencing real life. Really, the real enemy or the real antagonist, how I felt really, the main one, life. That was the main antagonist. And you can really feel that throughout the entire film. Congratulations to everybody. Cinematography was fantastic. The colors were great. The costuming was fantastic as well. I love Genevieve's. It's only Genevieve I saw in this film. I loved the sets and everything like that. I love period pieces, so that really hooks me in from the beginning. And everything was fantastic. People really worked hard. They really worked hard. And from the film, one of the things that I learned as a creative was just to think outside of the box, you know? There's so many things that's outside of this box of religion when you really take a step out. I mean, honestly, that film would not have come if, you know, they're thinking about all of the rules of Christian filmmaking, of traditional Christian filmmaking. That film never would have come out. There's just so many elements. I mean, it's just a beautiful, how should I say, a beautiful symphony of all of these different elements. Flows right through the entire film. Pain, sadness, joy, hope, all of these different things coming together, perfectly serving each other to deliver a great story. I think there's a lot that we can learn as creatives. If you're a filmmaker, an aspiring filmmaker, I think you can learn a lot from this film. I loved how they talked about purpose and about it being bigger than you. And you can really tell, again, I'll keep saying this, you can really tell that this is coming from the heart of the writer, the heart of the director, because it wasn't like, oh, okay, pastor preached that, this is what purpose is, so therefore I'm going to put this as purpose in the film. They were coming off their own experiences, and that's so beautiful because people can connect to things that feel authentic and raw and just real to the human experience, or even real to how they're feeling or how they're thinking. And I know I make a point of having the right message, and that's really, 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 really important, which I feel like this film was able to do quite well. Actually, very, very well. But there's also that need to be relatable with your audience, so that they can follow your story, they can follow your heart, they can follow your mind, they can follow your imagination. And when you get to the end of this film, guys, the way that they point the whole story back to Christ, oh gosh. Bibi Shashori, you did a fantastic job. If you ever watch this video, you did a fantastic job. I think that ending was so sweet. A chef's kiss on the entire project. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I really hope that you as a filmmaker, if you're a filmmaker, or if you're just an artist, I don't even care. I don't care who you are. You have go and watch that film. It's just a great film. Like I said, if you're a bit more sensitive to violence, really not a lot of sensual stuff, but you know, if you know that little things trigger you, just be mindful of that. It's not a lot of it, to be completely honest with you, but just to let you know. But I definitely recommend, if you're an adult, over 18 at the very least, you should definitely go and watch this film. It's fantastic. So guys, if you watched Breath of Life already on Amazon Prime, make sure you leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of it. Did you like the actors? Did you like, what scenes were your favorite scenes? How was the messaging for you? And how was that very last line? Oh gosh, that line was just, I mean, you have to watch the entire film. And you can't even just listen to the line and then it'll hit for you, it won't hit for you. Watch the entire film and then it'll hit for you, okay? And guys, let me just say, it's really important to support good Christian films, whether in cinema or on streaming services. please, please, it's really, really important. The more you support them, the more we see of them. And the more we see of them, the more opportunity you have, okay, to get into the industry, because there's more demand for it. You know what I'm trying to say? So please, it's very, very important to support all of our faith-based films out there. Okay, guys, that's all from me today, and I will see you next time in a new video. Bye!